Hey honeys, how are ya? It's your girl, Golden Jelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be filming a, what's the holiday called? Christmas. Yeah, this was supposed to be a Christmas look, and then I decided I'd make it a New Year's look, but I suck. So I'm uploading it anyway, but it's kind of late. Let's get back to the video. Look, and I'm gonna be trying out a lot of products that are either new or I've used them and I just don't remember how I feel about them. And I already put on my primer, and this is the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer Perfecting Base. For foundation, this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, and I just had these little samples. I had the shade 5 and it was okay, so I used up the last bit of that, and I also mixed it with the shades 2 and 7.5. Oh wait, before I put that on, I want to test out this Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I think I saw a review about this that was not so great. There is a slight sheen in it, and this is just a peach corrector that's supposed to correct under eye circles. Now we'll be applying foundation. That color match is actually not bad at all. For concealer, I'm going to be using a sample. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. I was not expecting this. You peel it and then the concealer is in there. Oh, that's very thick. And that's very light. Okay, I'm gonna have to open the darkest one, which is Deep Warm, just to mix it with this very light shade. I'm gonna take my sponge and just blend that out. I'm not sure if I like this concealer because it feels too thick. And it's kind of sticky too. That looks awful. I'm gonna put on my Naked Skin Concealer on top. I have a powder to try out. This is by Beauty Bakery, and I got this from Riley Rose. And this is in the shade Translucent. And I already used it once and I really liked it. So I'm gonna let this powder sit on my face for a few minutes and I'll be right back. Now that that powder has been sitting on my face for a little bit, I'm going to set my face and dust off the bake with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus pressed powder. This is the Stila Stay All Day Contouring Bronzer for face and body. Now I'm going to move on with a bronzer. This is the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Bronzed Bondi. It is super mini. Don't even think my brush is going to fit in this. Let me put it on right here. And it's very shimmery too. That actually looks nice. Now I'm going to move on to the eyes. I'm going to do my blush and highlight after I do my eyes, so I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Ace Beauté Classical Paradise palette. I'm going to put on some concealer on my lid. I'm going to go into the shade Clay. I'm going to use this as my crease shade. Oh, that is so pigmented. I was not anticipating this showing up a little bit more purple. I'm going to take the shade Soil, which is just a tad bit darker, and I'm going to put that right on top, but I'm not going to put it everywhere where I put clay because I still want clay to shine through a little bit at the top. Alright, to blend these colors out, I'm going to use the shade Rye. This might be a mistake, but actually, you know what? I'm going to go into the shade Mais first and attempt to use the— oh, I do not like how that looks. That does not look good. Now I'm going to take the shade Golden Apple, which is the green shade I pointed to first. That looks awful. I don't feel like starting over, so we're just going to try to make this work. I'm going to take Vegetation, this orangey shade right here. I'm going to try to cover this with Vegetation. Yeah, no, this is not working. I'm going to be going into this Colourpop palette that I have. I'm going to use this shade right here. This shade is called Hear Me Out. Alright, this looks so much better than it was looking before. This still looks a little bit too purple for my liking. I'm going to take this Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette. I'm going to use this red shade right here. I'm going to take this dark brown called Earth. I'm going to put this on the outer part of the lid. Okay, so I actually decided to cut my crease off camera just to save time. Now I'm gonna go back into that brown shade. For my lid shade, I'm gonna go into the Pinky Rose Bright Lights palette. I was gonna use a Glitter Dazzle, but that's a little bit too much, so I don't even like glitter. I'm gonna use Glitz instead. This brush is a little small though, so I'm gonna use a different one. I'm just gonna take this brush with no additional product and just blend these two together. For my inner corners, I'm going to be using the shade Barley from the Classical Paradise palette, and I'm also going to use this on my brow bone. I'm going to be applying black winged eyeliner and black eyeliner on my waterline off camera. I'm going to take the shade Golden Apple, and I'm going to apply this to my lower lash line. Alright, so I'm going to put on mascara. This is the Clinique High Impact Mascara, and I hate putting mascara on camera, so I'm going to be putting this on off camera, and then I'll be back to do my blush and highlight and lips. For my blush, I'm going to be using the Beauty Bakery Scoops. I don't want to mispronounce this, but it's a face and body palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Creme Brulee. And these are super pigmented, so I like to start very light and then slowly build the color up. I just sprayed my face with Fix Plus, and now I'm going to be applying highlighter. I'm going to be applying two. This is the Laura Geller highlighter in Gilded Honey. And next I'm going to be taking the Beauty Bakery Milk and Honey palette, and I'm going to be mixing the shades Spoiler Alert and Be Sweet. For lips, I have this Stila with Flying Colors Stay All Day liquid lipstick set, and I'm going to be using this beautiful nude shade called Fia, like Sophia but without the SO. Okay guys, so this completes this makeup look. I really think it's very pretty for Christmas. I know it's not very traditional, plus this red eyeshadow is looking a bit more purple on camera and it's not natural, but I do think it's a very fun look to do for Christmas. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Stay golden!